Today, I will be discussing virtual manipulatives as an assistive technology tool that can be used in the classroom. First, what is a virtual manipulative? It is just a physical manipulative that is operated through a computer mouse, and you use either your finger or the mouse to slide, flip, and turn a manipulative that students would normally have on their desk. They give learners the same opportunity to make meaning and see relationships of mathematical concepts. Why would you choose these over their alternative? Well, first, they can help students understand an abstract math concept. They can lead to richer and more complex understanding of concepts, and they can help students clarify misconceptions and build connections between concepts and representations. There are many different types of virtual manipulatives, and they are available on many different websites and apps, and also there are other programs that can be purchased where these manipulatives can be accessed on both a desktop and a tablet. So some examples include base 10 blocks, coins, spinners, rulers, fraction strips, geoboards, protractors, hundreds charts, graph builders, clocks, and dice. And those are just some of the tools that are available. So as you can see in the photos below, fraction strips, base 10 blocks, and a ruler are shown to help students understand these mathematical concepts. Where can you access these virtual manipulatives for free? I've included 4 different sites, including Toy Theater, Math Learning Center, Didax, and National Library of Virtual Manipulatives. Many of these have the same types of virtual manipulatives, but some offer more types than others. So, who would benefit from the use of these in the classroom? First, students with memory impairments. Students who struggle to use the strategies that are taught for the math concepts. Students who do not have fine motor skills to use the concrete and physical manipulatives. And students who learn better in a visual manner. So some of the benefits include instant feedback. Students are able to move the manipulatives on the screen quickly. There are multiple representations of concepts. This promotes problem solving. They're easily accessible. They are free online and great for visual learners. Some of the challenges are that teachers need to be trained in how to use them. They must carefully evaluate these tools in order to choose the one that's appropriate for the student or students in mind. And unfortunately, they can be overused, and students can become too reliant on them if they are used as the only tool to help students succeed and understand the mathematical concepts they are learning. So, how can they be used in your classroom? First off, in guided practice. After a student has learned a concept, they can be used to help students apply this concept on their own and with teachers' assistance. They can be used in a small group instruction, and students can work together to manipulate these on their computer or on a tablet. Students can explore concepts by using them rather than solving problems. They can use these to just get a gist of the concept and work with the manipulatives. They can be used to check for understanding, as remediation. They can be used for modeling on the smartboard or even for practice at home. Rather than sending home manipulatives with students, teachers can give the links to parents so that students can access these at home and use them for completing their homework or just practice of the concepts at their home. So, one of the ones I'd like to focus on is number frames, and I'd like to show you this one online and how it can be manipulated for student use. So when you first access this one, this is from Math Learning Center, you can choose the number frame box from a set of 5, 10, 20, or 100. And it does give you directions on how to use this, and it gives an example of how this was used to solve the problem 5 times 5 equals 25. So I'm going to show you how to work through that. You just can pull the 100 over. So let's say I have 5 here, and I can move them where I need to. And let's say I have a second group of 5, a third group of 5, fourth group of 5, and a fifth group of 5. Students can use the blue ones to differentiate between different groups. They can also change the counters to different images. Using this tool, students can type out the equation, or they can use the pen to write out the equation. For fractions, I've chosen to show you one from Toy Theater. When I click on this, it's going to lead me right to the virtual manipulatives for the fraction strips. So as students are working to compare different fractions, this allows them to compare 3 different fractions. So I can compare one whole. It's not going to fill up the whole, so if I want to compare one whole to 1/2, okay, I can put them next to each other, and let's say I'm working on adding fractions. I want to show if 1/2 plus 1/5 is greater than, less than, or equal to 1/4 plus 1/3. So students can then compare this. This doesn't give students as much workspace, but they can still write on the screen. So if they wanted to write out the equation, they would be able to do that also while they're using the fraction strips. All right, also, when students are learning about money, this one is also from the mathlearningcenter.org, and students are able to manipulate the different values. So, and it does show them with base 10 blocks. So it correlates right to the base 10 blocks as students are working to count coins. So we'll start off with a quarter. I can drag the quarter on, and it does show 25 blocks. So I can also add, let's say I want to add 10 cents. So now I have 25, 10 cents, and then I can individually drag pennies on, again, which show that they're the same size as one of our units from the base 10 blocks. So I can drag on $1. This way students can compare. I also can get change for the money. So if I want to click on this dollar, I can click on exchange at the bottom, and I can decide what I would like the dollar to be exchanged for. So students will then be able to see the relationship between a $1 bill and dimes. So now I've exchanged my $1 bill for 10 dimes. So this can help students to understand the concept of money. All of these virtual manipulatives can be used in the classroom for students of all ages to help enhance learning and give them a better understanding of mathematical